Cappuccino. He was the one that established the criteria.
Right.
But he's so incredible. Everywhere in the world we have.
That's why his genetics are so important.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Right. And this animal is not. I mean, he is not a competitor. He is a gene pool.
Exactly. No, yeah, I think he's an icon
course.
And his gene pool is what really is the most important.
That's the most important thing, right?
With the clone.
Oh, the clone is, yeah. Well, with the clone is that's the magnificent part of the
Right.
story. That his genetical composition has been preserved in the clone.
Identical.
So yeah, so when he grows older and he will have babies, we're gonna see the same. Well, we hope so. We're not God is always
It's
as
the
everything,
same.
but you will have the
genes are-
same.
The genes
The
are
same. So that's when I said at the end, the perpetuate. It will perpetuate. So it's the first clone in our breed that came out. Is the head of the arrow, just like Cappuccino was. So it is of the modern Paso Fino.
Nicely put.
Yeah, it really is. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
And
not without controversy.
oh, of course, that's the beauty, the
Nothing is
controversy.
without, I think, nothing is without controversy.
No, and then
So-
people begin to tell me about God, and people begin to say, "Oh no, that's messing with God."
Well, in addition to that, there are a lot of false information about the quality of the genes and the degeneration and stuff like that. And that's,
Sure.
it's not true. It's simply not true. There are no data to support it. In fact, there are data to support that. That is not the fact at all.
Well, the thing with the media, and I'm not a part of the media, is that they print or show you what the public wants to hear.
Uh huh. Yeah, absolutely.
Whether it's true or not, they know. Yeah.
Well, it's interesting that because the people that own the facility that are cloning these horses.
Was this done with Equitransfer?
No, this is Biogen, the only company in the
Equitransfer.
world
Biogen.
that is cloning horses.
Right, he's the only one. They're the ones that
Yeah.
clone, and they're the ones that clone.
I remember something growing
Right.
up about cloning a sheep.
And they are excellent. Whose registries are far superior to horse
They
industries.
clone.
They clone. Oh
They're
yeah,
cloning.
they clone.
They're cloning the best breeds, the
Right.
fattest cows, and they have lined up. So now they have they give more milk, and when they sell it, they still make more
Yeah.
money. They're more under control.
Right.
I don't know how it's gonna play in the horses. That's why this is one of the most interesting things I think that in my time with the horses.
Yeah.
Patty, this moment with Cappuccino Forever. His name is Cappuccino Forever because her owner wanted to have a distinction, and I think it was a better name than that. It cannot be
Yeah,
couldn't be any
it's
better.
perfect.
It's perfect in the sense, but we're gonna see. This is the moment that we're gonna see what is in the future. Our breed, if when the cloning becomes cemented within the basis of our organization, it becomes organized, and we begin to do. If in 20 years, in 27 years of life, Cappuccino changed. Imagine getting all the best horses and cloning them, and what our future is going to be in 25 years. That means that we're going to have, our animals are going to be beyond extraordinary, you know, because that's what it fascinates me.
And the thing about that is, even though we don't know exactly where it's going, what we know is that we need to explore the opportunities. We can't just shut the door and say, oh, you know, this is hocus pocus, this is this is this. Because, I mean, you look at the implications to medicine and looking at genetic disorders and making corrections and, gene pools. All of that research is being generated by what they're doing.
Which when you see, you're going to see, it's amazing to see.
He's a cutie.
It's really something else. And I would have these people coming in, friends of mine, oh, but that's messing with God, that's messing with God. And I said, listen, one of the biggest mysteries, and I wrote a piece on this, and this, nobody has ever answered me on this one, Patty. I wrote a piece saying that, okay, we're going to look at it from the point of view of religion. And Jesus Christ is a mirror image of God, therefore is a clone described by the dictionary. And if the Holy Virgin Mary did not have sex because she's virgin, it was God that put that clone inside there, and that's the only explanation that I can come out.
That's it.
So I still haven't had anybody answer me with that.
Yeah.
All these fanatics who got that I have never heard again with the story of God, because if they say am I right or am I wrong by assuming or saying that Jesus Christ, based in the Bible, is it a clone of God? Yes or no? Of course it is. It's mirror image.
It just didn't have the
What's
same
that?
terminology.
It just didn't have. Now we do. Now it's not. It says God was made as imagen y semejanza, is a mirror image, and the definition of what a clone is exactly the same. So it's amazing.
You could go back with a big lighter to those days and be a miracle worker.
Exactly. Exactly.
But, we first started out with the artificial insemination. Oh,
God,
yes,
yes, give me that.
yeah. And then embryo transfer. So I mean, this is we're just the next
Yes.
logical kind of movement forward.
Yeah.
And we just can't stop and say,
Listen, most of the most important.
otherwise we'd still be back in there,
What do you think they?
chipping,
No,
flint.
but you have like Mr. Walt Disney frozen. Michael Jackson has got to be frozen someplace.
Oh, I'm sure.
And more and more and more, expecting that one day,
Oh, that's right.
expecting that one day something is going to happen. That they can. I'm pretty sure some crazy person is cloning himself or something or attempting. I don't know.
I want to be cloned.
You do?
Well, yeah, but I don't.
The world will be better if they don't clone me.
This is just a personal thing. I just want I want someone there.
You want just.
I want me,
I was sitting with this group of people that said, I'm going to found a corporation in which I can inherit your money, I manage it for you, I'll clone you, and then when you're 21, I'll give it back to you.
Oh, that's so cute.
Are you kidding? You see, I'm thinking.
I was thinking ahead. That's what I'm thinking. I like it.
Can you imagine all these greedy,
Honestly,
wealthy people want to leave no money to anybody? They will leave it all to his own clone.
Think of all the industry.
I would have a very wealthy company.
Yeah, I mean, dude, we have to move forward, and I'm sure there's a
No,
lot.
but I will tell you, looking back now at embryo transfer, and that is what I think has brought down the prices of our horses, because there's so many. It's so available to buy semen from any horse and create. So
But it also
it's not the one you like, so you go and you sell
But
it.
it also
very-
built our breed, too.
Oh yeah, of course. But it goes hand to hand.
Hand to hand.
When you put, I believe, when you put at the any product with quality, that you put it at the reach of the consumer, it degenerates that quality. And that's what I think it happened. Once the more they are, the price is. It's like a plasma TV when they come out is $20,000. Now you can buy them for $1,000 because
mass
of the
produced.
mass production. So that's exactly the same thing. But cloning is a totally different ball game because not only, I truly believe that anybody that has the money and you want to clone your own horse, we live in the United States of America and we are protected by our wonderful Constitution. And our founding fathers left us the legacy of being free to do what we want with our money, with our religion, with our speech and our right of assembly. I cannot tell anybody, you cannot clone, that's not right. It's impossible. It is impossible. So I think we, as an organization, what I look forward is
In the spirit of freedom.
Yes, in the spirit of freedom, within the next 2 years, we will be, I think 2 years, we'll be ready to start with the registration of our clones and beginning to that, because we need to get a hold of it from now. Because if then everybody that begins cloning later on, we're not going to have control. So we're moving towards that at this moment. That's why he is so important. His father, I call his father for communication purposes, is the most famous horse. Therefore, him becomes now again even more important, I believe, because he's the one that came out. What's going to happen in 2-3 years is going to be fascinating.
Well, it's interesting too, in looking at him, because when he was that age originally, nobody knew who he was.
Mhm.
Now we know who he is.
Yes.
Oh, look,
Mhm.
No, to me that's why I cry when I see that thing because I had to go on Mozzarella. I wait. Now that this is Mozzarella.
Hi.
How you doing?
It's okay. I have to clean up. How
Oh,
are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Erin.
Hi, I'm Wesley. How you doing?
How are
Nice to
you?
meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Jeff just got
You
here.
look beautiful, honey.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was him. I just seen going down the road. So
Did you
Oh,
guys
missed the turn.
see the horse already?
No,
I
not yet.
seen him right
We
there.
haven't
So
seen
he
it.
hadn't missed the
I'm
turn
keeping
yet.
them here until we can all go together and see him.
And
So now how many other people are we waiting for?
Just two.
Just two more.
Yeah, they're in the same car.
Oh, they're in the same car, so we're just waiting for one more car?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Our Ryder and
Rafi.
Rafi.
Well, now you know you can
What
give them
about
that
would you like to have a
right
glass of
now.
wine?
That website. and
No,
you
I'm
can
good
just-
right now, thanks.
A beer?
You can get a lot of
I
information.
can drive back all the way to Ocala.
And I can
Wow.
make you a
Yeah,
CD if you
slowly.
want out of that and
A
mail
glass
it
of
to
water,
you.
what can I
Yeah, he might want
I've
to
got
put
something
some
in
of
there.
that.
We
in-
just stopped before we
I
got here,
wrote it,
actually.
we own
Got
it,
something
it's
to drink.
mine.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna have a
Alright.
barbecue. Because like I
Very
said,
well,
he's really
everyone.
good with the editing, and he likes.
We'll see what
We
time
always
we-
like to do the interview first to get the story, so that when we go out to take pictures, we have an idea of, oh, make sure we get this picture, or that picture.
That makes sense.
And then that'll be great because he might want to show
You
pictures
will
of the
have,
real.
no, I think he will know exactly what he's dealing with.
Yeah, and the
If
video,
it's-
he can show the footage of Cappuccino right alongside with the video footage that he'll take of Cappuccino Forever when we go out there, because I know he'll video him running and I'll take some, move in and take some pictures and
So,
stuff.
so you guys are the first question magazine, at least in the Paso Fino world, that we're going to get to read about cloning. So it's very exciting, and there is a lot of people expecting their clones because they already a lot of people within our breed that they're cloning. So within the next 6 or 7 months, we will see some other ones coming out from some interesting horses.
So there are other clones that are on their way, or
Not
no?
on their
Not
way,
yet?
yes. on their
Yes,
way.
so they're been bred or
Yeah, they're
cloned,
ready,
but they're
yeah.
not born
They
yet.
haven't been born yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But is
There
there
were
seed
some
of-
born before, but they couldn't, for some reason, one of them died. And that's how life is. And then he came, so, and he is so healthy and gorgeous and beautiful. It's just, it's like a
Sure,
beautiful.
let me go over here so we look at the camera closer with the seat.
Yeah, you said right, this right here would be fine, man.
I think over here, so you can get.
Okay. A little happier. There we go. Thank you. Zarela, Z-A-R-E-L-A.
Yes.
Olson, O-L-S-E-N.
S-E-N.
Olsen con S o con C?
Con ese.
It's
Miss?
S, not C. Olsen. O-L-S-E-N. That's
That's O-N.
S-E-N.
O-L-S-E-N.
E.
S-E-N.
E-N.
Got it. See, this is actually nice.
Is that?
It is. I can read it. So the horse we're here to talk about today, the name of this horse is
Cappuccino forever.
Cappuccino Forever. And why did you name the horse that?
Pardon me?
And where does that name come from?
It comes really by himself because he is a clone of Cappuccino dell'Otto. And I decided to keep his legacy. I will name him Cappuccino Forever. So he lives forever.
How old is he?
He is 8 months.
And what do you see in him now?
I see the more wonderful, beautiful, lovely, calm. I have never seen such a beautiful colt as he is. Intelligent, bright. He is absolutely gorgeous. It was just really a gift that God has given me.
Oh.
Give me the opportunity of having him again and to start from the beginning. To know him, you know, it's like a communication that you have with a colt. At the time you're growing, it's like it's one person.
So he's everything you expected him
That
to
is
be.
correct, yes,
So the cloning was worth the effort.
very much. And I was very happy to see him because he has his memory cells. So he has, and he does things that he used to do. It just shocked me, you know. I was like, wow, it's him.
Muscle memory?
Pardon me?
Muscle memory?
Memory cells.
Cells.
Okay.
It's
Memory cells, yeah.
His the things that he his mirror image used to do, he comes out and does the same things, and with her.
Okay. And when are you going to show this horse?
Absolutely.
And do you know when?
We're gonna start breaking him around when he's 28 months, and I have already made arrangements of who is going to be training him, and that is the trainer who makes him famous. Both of them share those beautiful years of glory, and I have talked to him. He's the one who's going to train him, and his name is David Castro, which is one of the
David
best Castro. And he's one of the very, very important trainers in the United States.
Okay.
Keep on with this. Forget about what we saw.
Okay. I think that's pretty. What more can you tell me about your horse?
One of the more important things of Cappuccino Forever is that we are going to be able to extend the legacy of a horse who, for his genetic, has a very powerful genetic, since he is a horse who is being given a very beautiful bloodlines to his son, to his grandson, and you can see different horses that he's been having as reproducing horses on their own. So that is something very important, because Cappuccino changed the Paso Fino before and after Cappuccino. So this is going to be like a new story of Cappuccino, and with the new technology, with the very good trainers, with a very good help in food, in so many things that we're going to try to see what was the bad things Cappuccino went through, and how can we fix that to have a better life. And one of the best things of the beginning of a call, I think, is the way you start with him, you feed him. And this is when my best friend, Patty Campbell, Mrs. Patty, how are you? She is the best with horses. She treating them like their own kids. And I have seen them, the patience and the generosity and love through their horses. And she is the best that Cappuccino has been having to have all the love. And all my friends that are always with me in my happiness and my very sad moments, like Marta Fiore and Mr. Tony Rodriguez.
Cappuccino Sarella was the one who changed the mentality of the Puerto Rican people to accept that there was another Paso Fino in another country. He changed that concept when he went to Puerto Rico in what year was that? 1984. In 1984. He changed the mentality. The people of Puerto Rico never accepted till they saw Cappuccino there that there was the classic Fino type of horse outside Puerto Rico. So that's what she means by before and after. And not only that, he's been the most bred horse, apetecido como es, sought after horse in the Paso Fino breeding program of all times.
He has more than 3,500 registered offsprings, which they are spread all over the world. From Russia to Patagonia, everywhere. We have records to trail him everywhere. When he passed away, it was amazing. If you look at the place that I told you, you will see people from all over the world expressing incredible things about him. But 3,500 offsprings registered. I bet there are a couple of other thousands that they did not register him. So
They are about
we're talking
5,000.
about a very impressive gene pool.
So we are very honored that Sarella has given us this interview to express to the world and let the world know through Absolute Equestrian Magazine. She's given us the privilege, and I really thank her for letting us be here. And she's been my friend for over 25 years. Wow, time flies.
Wow.
And Sorella, when did Cappuccino pass away?
Cappuccino passed away He passed away January 23rd at 8 o'clock in the morning. And Cappuccino Forever was born in May 23rd at 8 o'clock in the morning. Isn't that amazing?
That was last year, right? Yeah, both of them.
2000.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We,
Sarela, I want to ask you some things for the recording. You have been sought after by many, many people to give interviews about Cappuccino Forever. What made you say yes to the Absolute Question magazine, and why did you put us all here?
Dile, la mitad que tenemos.
Well, I first was approached from my friend Rafi, and he told me about the magazine, and he wanted to have an interview with Cappuccino to be a very important horse. And not even so, Rafi used to be the owner of Cappuccino Third, where is a very, very, very important reproducing horse, and that's where Cappuccino is coming from. Is that and all the bloodlines, how important that is. And of course, it's because my friends.
Thank you.
So-
Thank you for giving me the privilege to introduce you to something that I really believe that's going to be an exposure at the right time, and I really appreciate you trusting in me
I
and
always
to
have.
give this interview. I feel very privileged.
No, I feel very proud.
So it would be fair
Thank
to
you.
say that friendship and trust makes you give this exclusive and first time breaking news to the world, news about probably of one of the most important moments in our our Paso Fino breed equestrian life. So I wanted to ask that because other people have
Thank
wanted
you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Thank
And I want to state that it's a privilege of the breed, and that Sarera made a great effort to bring back one of the greatest of all times, which is Cappuccino, and will bring the Paso Fino breed, because of her decision, to a higher level, without a doubt.
And I think Cappuccino has made a history, and he's going to make history again. Because
Tony shared with us a video, which we can do the website too. But since he was without Cappuccino, there'd be no Cappuccino forever.
exactly.
Can you tell us just a little bit more about some of the things that that Cappuccino that he made history, and that it said in the video that you, just for our audience to get it from you, since he was your horse, about the donating.
Okay,
You know.
Cappuccino even was a champion because since he was 4 years old, he became a champion. He's
Never seen
called.
that.
He's been in a World Cup. He has been called the horse of the millennium. He's been called the legend living. And the contribution Cappuccino has been given to the world. He's been helping trainers, veterinarians. He's been he's been donating his semen to help people, for example, to finish college, high school. He moved the industry of the Paso Fino to many companies, to real estate. I mean, he produced billions of dollars to a lot of people. He helps people with cancer. We donate money for Niño Jesus in Bogota, because I'm from Colombia. And Niño Jesus helps all the little kids who has no home or food. So we used to donate for him as well. And we promote into any horse association, we donated to help improve the Paso Fino. So he was
A philanthropist.
a philanthropy in the Paso Fino. And I'm very, very proud of him to do all those things that nobody really knew. Nobody knew. And he's gonna do it.
Sabes que yo lo tuve en la feria a los 10 meses y yo te lo conté.
Sí.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going.
Ahí está la entrada a la pista. Se crece en la entrada a la pista. ¿Lo viste a la entrada ahí?
Sí, claro.
Se creció seguida.
Él
Es
sabe.
una cualidad.
And now we have to go. Hey, I know you. Hey, Tony. Wait a minute. Okay, again, Pasarella's hat look really pretty. That's a nice picture. Very good. I think if you film in this area, you'll have nice shots because you have the background of that. Let's push them a little bit over this side.
Yeah, she'll keep walking that. Aaron, just keep walking that way.
When they first made the first engine, it was a big deal.
You know, we had the black one, and my husband and I were at National Show, and he was walking around the dog, and Dee walked up to him and said, "You really need this."
Yeah, he had a little circle.
Oh, there you go.
Cappuccino.
Patty, the other the camera.
Oh, she's fine.
That's fine.
I know, isn't it?
At least if you get
She
him.
couldn't have him, but she found
At least if you catch him.
somebody that always just loved him. I know. So, we weren't sure exactly how old they were. Okay.
Yes.
Think for
Good.
it.
He's,
Okay.
he's so much fun.
Hey, Bob, come here, you're not gonna believe this.
He's 8 months.
Ralphie knows Bama. He said, it looks just like Dico Tis's dog. And I said, that is Dico Tis's dog.
And then I said, Bama.
And then I said, he said, is that Bama? And I went, yes, Bama. And he was asleep on the couch.
How are you? Rafi. Nice to meet you.
Isn't that amazing?
So you can clean
What a
him.
small
He's
world.
so cute.
You see?
Mama looks.
That's what I love about these horses. I have had so many of these kinds of experiences. Just
Amazing.
amazing.
Well, when we were in Puerto Rico, we thought that the only Paso Fino horses in the world were from Puerto Rico. Imagine when I went to another country, what would I tell my fellow countrymen?
Right.
Not only we had, there were all the Paso Finos in the whole world.
But they were nice.
They were nice, and not only that, they were a Australian system.
You know, it's been my experience with the best gated ones are Puerto Rican.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah, I mean,
Because that's where the true Paso Fino comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you.
yeah, if you want gate,
I'm going to show you what I wrote. You have a copy of the document?
yeah.
Okay, I'll get you a copy so you can see. You see, when Cappuccino was 11 months old, I took him for his first show.
So what do you think when you see this animal? You saw Cappuccino. That was a long time ago. You saw Cappuccino.
Well,
What do you think?
I remember Cappuccino, he didn't have that lighter mane.
Oh, okay.
His mane was darker.
and
Okay.
everything.
But that could be from him being out in the sun here too.
Yes,
It could be that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. His hair here is a little lighter. His when he's only, you see, this is what, 8 months?
Yeah, he was
I
born.
took him when he was around 10, 11 months.
Okay,
I
so-
took him to the show.
Right.
And I picked him out of 150
So you
horses.
you did pick him out.
Yes, because I bred, when I took Anfitrión from Colombia, after Resorte, in 1972, I bred a mare. That combination of that mare and Anfitrión produced the mother of Cappuccino.
Cappuccino.
So when he bred that to Resorte Fort, to Resorte Fort, that's when Cappuccino came
But
about.
look at the maturity of that horse.
Yes, yeah.
I mean,
For 8
that-
months, yeah.
for
Well,
8
that
months?
Cappuccino was that way
He
also.
was also
So when
okay.
I picked him up and take him to the fair, Fabio asked me, "Why are you gonna take this one?" I said, "Because I like this one." He says, "What you like about him?" I said, "I think this is gonna be something unique." What did I see in him?
It's just
It's only in my gut.
yeah, it's just exactly. It's a gut. I mean, after
So he
seeing
wanted to bring
hundreds and hundreds
he wanted
and
to bring
hundreds
others.
Yeah.
But I wanted to bring this one. So I had him at the fair for 3 days, and I went all over the fair. And he was
Let him go.
So now I see this one.
Look at his face. What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah.
Is it himself?
Yes, it is. That's the way it was. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
him.
he's identical. Yeah, that's the way it was.
He is the most unique horse. I've had lots of babies. Not hundreds, but 20, 30, babies over the years, and I've never had anything like this. And there just weren't my babies. I had recipient mares and stuff like that where other people had really nice breed. But this baby, this boy is just, he's like right here. He comes right up to me and goes, "Excuse me, hello, how are you?"
His Cappuccino was like that.
He's
Then
not
he changed
he's not
when we
afraid of
started
anything.
breeding him. Then he changed his character. He became very nippy, very nervous, very. He was, but when he was young, he was like this. Yes.
Let's not do that to him again.
What?
Make him nervous.
No, that comes with breeding. When you breed mares to a stallion, they change their personality.
That is true.
Rafi, excuse me.
Hello.
Hello, Rafi, saludo. ¿Me escucha? Hello, Rafi.
Está bien. Eso no estaba allí. Por eso Ay, nomás sí, cerramos. No, pero es que tienes que tener algo.
Get out of the way, Mom. Whoa! Watch the camera. Get out of the way, Mom. Whoa! Watch the camera.
I don't get real nervous. You start jumping and they freak out, and been around horses enough.
That's his mother. She's a
Ahí
recipient.
está él de nuevo a la vida, qué cosa.
You call her Mama.
Sare, God loves
She was a recipient, Mary. She's not even
you. God loves you.
So they implanted the embryo
11.
into.
Sarela, yo tenía que de 11
I
meses.
would say that she was a great mare. She looks like she might be some thoroughbred or something like that. But it's not unusual for her. She's a big mare, probably bigger than his mother.
There's too many people, but he'll come to you and play with your hair.
Good tempered.
He looks like he's like a little punk
teaches
kid,
him,
It's so much fun.
but no
He
relation.
likes to play a lot.
Marty.
Cappuccino was that way too.
Esta te la voy a vender porque quedaste tan buena. Ahí, quédate ahí, mi vida.
There's a picture.
All right.
Espérate.
There you are. Wait a minute. Don't move. Marta.
Marta, estás acabando. Divine. Very Paris Hilton.
What is the name of that?
Sarela went to, I don't know. Yeah, but I was asking her, why did they pick these people? Because she didn't want to give it to anybody else. We've been like, I was been getting closer to the wazoo that they want to do it.
Of the mama.
Not even pictures we were given to anybody. So So that's gonna be wonderful.
Yeah, it's an exclusive. That's good. What is that, Martha?
The haircut of the mama, it's like the son.
You like?
They look
Mother and son.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
After all, the
They call
haircut was
mother
not
and
that
son
bad.
cut, yeah. See that black mare over there? She's a Cappuccino daughter. And I said to her, I said, Z, there's your daddy. And she said, oh, how could that be? He's so small.
Acabando, mijita.
Acabando.
Acabando, mijita. Mira. Isn't that nice?
Bello. Oh,
Ah.
mira, tiene-
No, I mean, other than she has,
Sí, va, yo te la mando, don't worry about it. I wanna
Now
show
sit
Patty
still.
something that she hasn't seen.
Oh, he's not going to come to her this time.
he's a very bold horse. Bold.
Yeah, most of them wouldn't get near a camera. Yeah. Or something sticking in the
Because
field.
This is when we went to the
Oh, yeah, at the Viaduct.
He's very
yeah.
loving and he's very curious. He's not afraid of anything.
No, he's not.
And he will come and play with you and touch you and smell you. He's very, very special.
Very nice.
And then you think, and then you will think that he won't pay attention what you're doing. And if you just, you know, play cool, he'll come behind you,
Right.
start walking on you like this, and just get your attention from behind.
But yeah,
so
he's
sweet.
very bold. He's very secure in yourself. You know, and as you look back on, you know, a campeon, you know, this is what these horses are. They're not mellow. They're not, you know,
Yeah, no.
they
have power. They're
make their
strong.
presence known
Yeah.
from the beginning.
He has personality. he
When you
has
talk to the
character.
people at the lab where he was cloned, you know, when he was born, they were concerned about him because he was just like bouncing off the walls, and it's just like, and Zarella said, oh, no.
That's how Paso
He's
Fino
a Paso Fino.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Thank
you know?
God.
Yeah, but he
I
has.
always say, the heart of a Paso Fino trembles at the rhythm of rumba, samba, and mambo. That's the Latin. It's a Latin breed. So,
But to see a true champion, you know, and as he's, you know, developing. And,
it's magic.
yeah,
it's
he,
magic.
he has so much presence. It's just like I've never had anything like this. But then there's never been anything like him before
Uh-huh.
or since. But he's like you need to think of him as like the identical twin. When I first knew he was coming, I was just like, this. And that word doesn't even enter to my head anymore. You know, I don't refer to him as a clone. I don't think of him as a clone. He is an individual. He may have the same genetic background, the same genetics identically as himself. However, he has his learning experiences vastly different. From the womb.
Yeah,
From the womb, he has had different learning
Better
experiences.
nutrition.
Yeah. But look at the size, you know, of the
Yeah, the mother is
his,
great.
the temperament, of the mother, you know, and that's so important. Okay, where he was when he was born in that institution, how he was handled, you know, coming here, you know, all vastly different handling from
How his father.
himself. I refer
I
to
say from his father, but
yeah,
it's
but
really-
most
Yeah,
people,
that's
you don't know
we
what
all
to
do
say.
the same
We don't
thing.
know
We
what
all
to
make
say.
the same
Yeah.
thing.
I always refer
Now,
to
how's that gonna go when I do it like this? Yeah. Is it still just cappuccino the same? You know, have you ever seen the written?
yes, it's
It's
exactly
the
the
same,
same.
identical
That's it.
genetic
Identical.
composition.
If it were not
The
identical,
mirror image.
if he was not identical, it would not be a clone.
Right.
It's a mirror image.
His genetics
Yeah.
are
That is the beauty of it, because the biggest contribution of cappuccino was the ability to transmit. So that was
right. He had the phenotype, meaning PHENO, the phenotype.
Right.
But then he was also
had the unique capacity to move that to his private.
To his offspring.
Yes,
He's the only one that's done that.
all right, and there's so many of them that are so beautiful, but they don't pass it on. This horse
And how
did.
long have been
Yeah, there are gorgeous horses. They don't have any good ones.
Yeah.
Horses, look at this one. You can name me like a lot of them. But they are good by themselves, but they never have babies.
But they don't
Good
produce.
babies.
They're not producing. He is a producer. And that's why the preserving, that is why it's so important. That's why this.
Quédate ahí, esa es otra de modelo. I'm taking pictures of
Legacy lives on. Jennifer!
We have some very nice mares.
We have a cappuccino.
acabando, Martita.
We have a cognac mare. Thank you very much.
What I truly believe the magic of a clone, it's not that it's scientific. What I've learned is that it's emotional journey. Because when you have someone that is able, when you lose your dear, something that is very dear to you, you will give anything to bring it back, whether it's a loving pet, whether it's a loving person, because I believe that everything is an entity. And when you're able to have a clone, it's like getting something back out of himself. And so it's like him coming back. To me, the most incredible experience that I have with him is that he smells the same way that Cappuccino used to smell. Because I used to go like, and then when he died, I wanted it to memorize it. And the first time I hugged him, I couldn't handle it. It's just like a miracle. I think it's God making us this part of evolution to get what we're getting. Carela, hazle como que vas a ser fino. You see? Show her the fino, honey. You can do it. There it goes. It's just mesmerizing to see. When you see the video that she's gonna show you, of Cappuccino, you're gonna see. It's a miracle. Let me get